very shortly, but first, what's the latest on David Haye, Steve?
Well, I'm hearing in the last literally 12 hours that it's done and dusted. Vitail, WBC title, September 12, and a venue. I don't know the venue, but it's an outdoor venue. It's a 57,000 seater. Now that I think is going to be nailed down. We thought that was 100% the last time we sat in this studio when Mike was here and not in Paris. I think that's nailed down now. However, what is odd is if that's going to be on Sky, and let's talk about Sky, and if it's going to be a pay-per-view, why has there been no conference? Why has there been no announcement? That's a really hard sell in the month of August, or what's left of July, for September 12, which makes me think perhaps there's someone else out there now that Setanta have gone. Mike, are you picking up any vibes there?
No, but what surprised me about that, Steve, it was exactly as you say, that they haven't given themselves a decent run-in for a fight of that magnitude. And all I could think, Steve, was that they didn't want to impede the build-up to tomorrow night's fight.
Guaranteed.
And you know, those who might think, well, I'll pay for Haye against Klitschko, but I'm not going to pay for Amir against Kotelnik. That's all I could think.
Let me put this one out there to both of you. The heavyweight division needs this fight, doesn't it, badly?
Well,
or a competitive fight, put it that way.
What the heavyweight division needs, and we said this, we've been saying this for about 6 or 7 months, is it needs a bit of David Haye in there. Not because he's the best heavyweight out there. You know, he may not even be the best heavyweight in this country if Matt Skelton makes a comeback. We don't know. But he is a guy that somehow, in a couple of fights, the big fight of Enzo Macronelli last year and the highly hyped fight with Monty Barrett in about November, something has happened. The Americans, the online community, which in world of boxing is vast, they've latched on to David Haye. He's become this saviour, and you know, listen, I love David to death. I've known him since he was a boy. He doesn't deserve to be called the saviour, but at the same time, I'm not going to knock it. And he's got up the nose of these two giant, towering Ukrainian brothers.
And you know the other thing, Steve, if you look back through tradition and how hard it's been for some fighters in all weight divisions to get a world title fight, then he doesn't deserve a world title fight either. But he got one against Vladimir Klitschko, which didn't come off. He should have gone somewhere near the back of the queue, and he's got another one again because he brings something to the heavyweight division that no one else out there can. And look what happened when he produced a T-shirt that everybody said shock horror.
60,000 seats sold in a weekend.
And they want that all over again. They want that for all the mock shock horror. They want that all over again.
And the HBO money. Let's not forget the HBO money, Mike. That's the money that comes in from the American broadcaster, and he brings it. No other heavyweight delivers that to Germany at the moment.
It's the unlike scenario again, isn't it? You don't know what's going to happen when he steps in there with these big names.
The big difference here is that he can afford to lose against Klitschko because everybody expects him to and he can still bring more excitement further down the division, especially if he just manages to knock Klitschko over and then loses. Then you're talking rematches, then you're talking a fight against Vladimir, and so yeah, it's a very different scenario for David Haye to Amir Khan on Saturday.
Well, you'll certainly hear about it on 5 Live. If that fight is agreed, David Haye, Vitail Klitschko, we'll let you know when we get it confirmed. On a new